Hello, this is your host Lakota Ravoc, and welcome back to the world of Enshrouded. Now this will be part 2 of our castle build. So we're making an authentic medieval castle. It's going to have walls, parapets, a guard station. It's going to also have a farm to grow some small crops. We're going to have housing for all the villagers, and we're also going to have crafting areas for all the crafters. And then we're going to have a keep for the lord of the manor. So what we've already done is build the walls and the portcullis. We've built guard stations and towers and the parapets. We've even made an area through the walls where you can walk around on the inside, so that way it's got like a little secret tunnel in a way. But I've also done a couple other things in the interim. So we're going to get going on that and show you the first couple of buildings that we've already set down. Just go through our front portcullis here. I love how that raises up. That's just so cool that that's something they thought of. Okay, so as you come in to the left over here, we have our blacksmith. We've got Oswald Anders here manning his blacksmith station. We've got some smelters. We've got the advanced smelters behind us and the standard smelter right there, as well as some kilns for materials just outside. Got a little water well here, so that way, in case he needs to cool down the forge, he can do that very easily. And we've got a crafting station right here in case we need to make anything. So he's hard at work, just making us any kind of parts we need. And inside is Rochelle, his daughter, manning the counter. Now, I don't have any decorations like equipment down here. They're still working out little things like that where you can place food items and such. So hopefully I'll be able to kind of lay out some arms and armor down here on the table and on the walls, so that way it'll look more like a flushed out blacksmith shop. It'd be kind of nice. And coming out the door here, they go upstairs to their second story living area. We got a heater right here for them, which they can obviously also cook on, and their beds so that they can sleep at night. And then there'll be a little more furniture in here, including like a little dining table and maybe some chairs or something for them to sit on. Yeah, that's their little residence. It's not completely fleshed out, but the basics are already met. And there is a guardrail here with his tools sitting on it so that he can get to them easily. The guardrail keeps people out of the area, so that way no one can get burned in the process, and they can still watch him work. And this is typically the standard for a medieval blacksmith house. It looks something similar to that with the blacksmith items outside because of the heat, so it lets it vent the heat out. And it's covered over in case it's raining. I have spent many years studying medieval culture. I love medieval culture, as well as I was a big Ren Fair nerd for a while. So yeah, there's that. Yes, I did get dressed up, and I might have pictures somewhere that I might embarrass myself with. You remember the guard station over here? Everyone in there already. And there is our lovely flame shrine, so that way we can warp here whenever we want. And it's cool little decorated encasement. I think it's quite lovely, actually. And over here is the farmer house. So a lovely 2-story cottage with a little front porch entrance, garden gnome gardening area. There's a cooking pot outside. This is an open fire cooking pot, so it stays outside. Their water well for their gardening. And I've got 2 out of the 3 beehives here. I know where the third one is, I just haven't placed it. But they're making honey in the process. Now, granted, this is better off in the garden, but I just kind of liked them there. You know, I thought it was nice. Yes, the chance of bee stings are possible, but, you know. And then you come in, there's a small step up into the house. And you come in, you have Emily Frey here, just manning the kitchen. It's a small kitchen right now. There's the oven in a little enclosement that will vent heat out the back, and her cooking pots and stuff. Again, I'll put a small table and stuff in here. A millstone for flour, specifically for her. In here, why is the light coming through the walls?
Good morning, everyone!
Okay. In this little spot will probably be like a bathtub and such. And upstairs is their sleeping quarters with a nice little fireplace. and chimney. And there's Fenrig. Fenrig Mills. He is our other farmer, and he goes and tends the crops while she does some cooking. Nice little 2-story English cottage. Very simple design. I'm very utilitarian when it comes to structures. Square is simple, makes it easy. As long as it all fits and I got plenty of room, that's all that matters. So I still need to move over the bard, the alchemists, the carpenters, the new vendor Mayin. She is the Lunar New Year trader. She has some cool items on her. I need to move over the hunter and Alden the collector. And I'm planning on making a little creepy spot for him. So the craftspeople and their assistants, they all need to be moved over. All the villagers are over here already, and they are manning different parts of the walls as well as the guard barracks. So that's the main keep right there. I started the base of the keep, and that's the main keep right there. So we come up here, up the hill a little bit, and go up the stairs, and we have the base. Now, I've done something special with the base of the keep. We're going to go in here, open this secret wall, and we go down. Let's close that back up. I'm going to bring my torch out. So we go down here, and we've got a hidden storage area. So I spent time moving all of my goods and materials into this area, warping back and forth between my old original house and this main keep, because I'm actually going to live in this keep. So I moved every resource I've had and made a couple of new boxes. So we've got all that down here, and we're probably going to make a lot more storage boxes and separate all these items individually so that I have more space for them all. That will take a lot of boxes. So it's going to be a lot of farming, but that's something for later down the road. That's a personal thing. But this is the storage area, and it will allow me to access my building materials from anywhere. So I can access any kind of crafting items from here. Let's open this back up, and a small jump out, and boom, close. Okay. Pretty easy. So I'm going to be building on this keep and making it probably a few stories. Now underneath, there's another fun thing. I have a little hidden staircase back here. Well, kind of hidden. I mean, you can't see it from the front. But I adorned it with bones.
Oh, your skin is hanging off your bones.
And a cool little door. We open that door up, get our torch out. And currently I have all the other crafters down here. So they're kind of hiding out down here until I can actually build them their houses. And so I moved all their beds down here just for the time being. But this little spot is going to be our prison.
I'm not going back to jail.
So we're going to put some metal walls up, some gates and things like that, and maybe put some of the villagers in here for fun. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. So I used the bone blocks to make this, and thought that was kind of a fitting area for the underground. Oh, that was kind of cool. So I've got to make a carpenter's house. I've got to make an alchemist house. And then I've also got to make a hunter's lodge. I want to make maybe a small inn here in front for the bard. And over here, where this flame altar is, I was thinking of making a small shack for the collector. Making it a little creepy with glowies and stuff. I thought it might be kind of cool. And I'm going to use this tract of land in front of the house as farmland right there. And then the only other person I need to build anything for is... No, that's everybody. I think that's everybody. Oh, yeah, Mei. I got to make her a little house. And I don't know how to make a Chinese house. So I'm going to have to figure that one out if I can do that in the game. But she just might live on the top floor of the inn. Give her a room up there or something. So I'm gonna have to build like a 2-story inn with rooms above, make like little rental rooms with single and double beds and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's the start of fleshing out this. So I'm going to continue building this, and then I'm going to come back with the next couple of buildings and show you what that's like. I have thought about streaming doing some of this building, so if you guys like that idea, I'm gonna I'm going to do that. I might save the keep for last. So if you're interested in watching me build the keep on stream, please put a comment down below and make sure you give this video a thumbs up, give it a like. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. It's really important that you do. That way you can keep getting notifications on future videos and stupid things that I do. And I have a really interesting idea, hopefully, for my next Enshrouded video, where I'm going to, well, I'm going to surprise you with that, because I don't want to give it away and have someone else do the video, because I don't know if someone has done this, but I'm going to try it out. So keep in tune for that. So turn on those notifications. All right, so I'm going to keep building. I will see you guys in a little bit.
3 hours later.
All right, welcome back, viewers. So I've been hard at work. I made a few more structures. Let's go ahead and take a look at them now. Right next to the blacksmith shop, we have the new woodworking shop. It is made out of palm wood, figuring that the master woodworkers that we have here made the house themselves. We have Cade Hawthorne out here on the front porch, tirelessly working away at making us furniture and decorations for our houses. We have his sawmill in the back, along with his tools right next to him, so he can easily access them whenever he needs to. We have a guard railing here, so that way people can stand by and watch and see him work. Inside, Aunt Braylon is ready to take your order if you have any needs for furniture. We're going to put a little bathroom here under the stairs. And upstairs is their living quarters with a nice brick fireplace and their lovely beds right there. Still have some decorating to do up here, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now. Going past the woodworking shop, we have the Hunter Shack. So I decided to give it a rustic look. So we have the rough wood blocks for the walls and the hard straw blocks for the roof. We'll go up there and take a look at that in a minute. Inside we have the crafting stations along with Athlon Scree or Hunter. We got our loom, spinning wheel. Back here is going to be their little bathroom area where they can take a break. Up top, again, we have their individual beds, little wood nightstands, kind of cute, I think. Outside we have Galen Yeager saying hello to us with the drying racks and the tanning station. This way the open air can dry out the hides and berries that you want, and the tanning station's noxious fumes can vent out. Got a nice little patio out here so that way we can also put some chairs. They can just relax, have a smoke, and that tarred straw roof will just let all the rain wash off. At the farmer's house, we've added our little planter box, which is going to have all the crops that we're going to need for the villagers. We've added some enriched farming soil, so that way it'll grow quickly. And once we get some seeds made, we'll start planting this out. I'm actually currently constructing those seeds as we speak. And by doing so, I actually mean I moved all my seed boxes underneath the first floor of my castle in the storage area. So they're all creating seeds right now, so we can plant that whole thing out with a few patches of each type of seed we need. And just right up the stairs, we have our new collector shack. Now it's a small little hovel made with the bones of our enemies, a tarred shingle roof, and we gave them a fancy base made of the hollow halls blocks. So they have this red trim with kind of a dark look to them. It's actually quite attractive. Inside, our collector Alden Crowley is there for your needs in case you need to craft any podiums or anything for your collections. We've added some of his personal decorations, including the green friar braziers, the hollow halls table, and a bone throne.
We did it!
Talk about all rise. Giggity.
And we've placed this ectoplasm press right here on top of our little flame shrine that we have. That way it's got a nice little eerie glowing smoke coming out of the hole there. He's made a few words. He doesn't need much. Just a simple bed and chair to keep him happy, and a nice green fire to keep him warm. So that's what I've been working on in the interim while you guys have been waiting. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. I still have to make the alchemist's hut, which is going to be right here next to Crowley. We're going to place that right there. And I'm going to be putting the inn right here in front of the mound. The people, when they come in, have a place to go to right away. They can see it right in front of them. Other than that, we're going to just line some houses, some small 2x2 houses around here for our villagers, just so they have them available. We'll spread them out and probably put their beds in so that they can access those beds very easily from the towers. So they'll just kind of be spread out around the whole thing. All right, so I'm going to get to working on those structures, and we'll see you in a little while.
Much later.
Welcome back, folks. As you can see, we've got a lot accomplished since you were last here, which was just a few seconds ago. But I've got the new inn and tavern up, known as Cyrus's Eye. You can see that right there in the background. Comes with its very own notice board in case there's any events like special bards coming down to play or gambling nights. We got a front deck, which will have some small tables and chairs. We've got Valerie the Bard here, bartending. We will have eggs and things like that in the back. I still have to flesh everything out. As you can see, the main area has no tables or chairs. There's Mei Yin by the fireplace, warming herself up, ready to help you out with any of your Chinese New Year celebration needs. Just to the right of the bar, we have the staircase going up to the rooms. We have 7 rooms, 3 small and 4 slightly medium rooms. So they are a little cramped, but they do have warmth, beds, a little bit of lighting, and then a small linen closet, which I'll probably put a shelf unit in there for. And good old Cyrus.
Hello, Poppy.
Looking over the town entrance, letting us know if anyone comes in and invades us. From the rooftop, you can see we planted our garden, and I've also added 5 houses for villagers. Some simple 2x2 houses with a couple of beds and a fireplace, and there'll be some other furniture in here as we go along. I have a lot of work to do. Our garden has some yucca trees for the fruit. We've got berry bushes, corn, tomatoes, bell peppers, beets, pumpkins, some various herbs, sugarcane and wheat. There's some other nice flowering plants that we can use. All of it for the good of the kingdom. Granted, this is just for a show. If I do need anything, I will just go to my farm and harvest it from there, because obviously that's a much bigger plot. If you don't know the farm I'm talking about, please go to my other video, linked right here, and check that out. I didn't have enough room for everything, so I added a little flax down here. Also thought it was kind of a nice little touch. All the blue flowers are very, very pretty. Now the 3rd beehive in, just because I needed to do that. And right next to Crowley, we have Balthazar the Alchemist. I adorned it with the statue on top to give it a little bit of elegance. Lady Leclerc is upstairs, ready to take care of any of your alchemic needs, whether it's potions or magical items. Upstairs, they have their living quarters, a couple of beds, and over here will be the bathroom. Downstairs, Balthazar is hard at work making all your tinctures and potions ready for your ingestion. And I've made some slight alterations into things. I added a bunch of work tables, as you can see in most of the houses. So that way it kind of fleshed it out a little bit. And if I'm in that house and I need to build something, I can just build it right there. I also added doors to a lot of the buildings, so that gave it a little bit more of an actual like homey feel. I changed the door on my prison to a vault door because I just felt that was a little more appropriate, and it fit the space nicely. And it's got a cool animation when you open it up. All the villagers are now out. They all have their own places, so I will eventually start putting bars in here for cells. See how well that works. On top of all the guard towers, I put some statues just to give it a little extra decorative feel. I am trying to make this look as good as possible. Again, I'm not very good at architecture. I'll say this is a lot of work for me compared to what I lived in before. This is a huge upgrade. Yeah, but this is our new medieval castle with all the crafters and peasants. It's got its own inn, guard barracks, and we've got the main keep, which is right there in the back behind Cyrus, as you see, which we've already got the foundation for. So that is the last thing we need to do. That'll be part 3, or if you want to watch it on a live stream as I build it, we can also do that. So like I asked before, please put your comments down below whether you'd like to see a live stream or if you'd like to see it be built on just a video. Please let me know, and I think we'll finish this episode up today. Thank you for coming down and watching. I really appreciate you all. Please make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications for future content. Make sure you give me a like, and also make sure you leave me a comment, not just about whether you want me to live stream or not, but also if you are enjoying this, if you're enjoying seeing this town be built up. This is going to be Lakota Ravoc signing off. Thank you again. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. What was that? You're welcome, buddy.